diadakan meeting untuk semua karyawan sebuah restoran fast food.
Thank you for joining us. I had a surprise this morning. Apparently somebody forgot to fully close the freezer door.
Manajer restoran bernama Sandra itu sedang memarahi karyawannya yang lupa menutup pintu ruangan pendingin. Hal tersebut menyebabkan bahan makanan busuk dan restoran mereka mengalami kerugian besar.
Tonight, we potentially have a franchise quality control person coming, a secret shopper.
Kebetulan, pada hari itu juga, mereka akan kedatangan pemeriksa kelayakan restoran. Sehingga, mereka semua harus bekerja ekstra untuk hari itu.
So, let's get to work.
Manajer restoran itu mencurigai Becky sebagai oknum yang lupa menutup ruang pendingin tersebut.
Well, I just want her to quit thinking it's me, but I just can't be not having a job right now.
You're leaving, Harold?
Sementara itu, Sandra memerintahkan supir restoran yang bernama Harold untuk segera menjemput persediaan bahan makanan mereka. Harold akan kembali ke restoran pada sore harinya. Pengunjung restoran itu mulai ramai, dan Sandra mulai sensitif terhadap karyawannya.
Connie, look at the condiment bar. It's a mess. Kevin, get off the counter. Okay, what did I say to you about clean, clean, clean?
Tiba-tiba, Sandra mendapat telepon dari pihak kepolisian.
Hello, South End. So this is about the freezer.
Sandra sempat mengira hal tersebut akibat dari ruang pendingin yang terbuka. Ternyata, polisi membicarakan kasus pencurian di restoran mereka.
I'm sorry?
Polisi itu mulai menggambarkan ciri-ciri dari pelakunya. Di tengah kesibukan restoran itu, Becky terpaksa mengangkat telepon dari polisi tadi. Polisi itu kemudian menjelaskan tentang insiden yang sedang terjadi.
I didn't take anything.
Becky mencoba untuk menyangkal perbuatan itu, namun si polisi terus memberikan tekanan kepadanya.
I didn't have anything to do with anything like that at all.
Akhirnya, polisi itu memerintahkan Sandra untuk menggeledah barang-barang milik Becky.
Not real pockets, so wrapped because they're skinny. They don't open. There's nothing in them.
Gotta go check your purse.
Sandra, you know I haven't been to my purse.
Sandra mematuhi perintah polisi itu agar kasus ini bisa diselesaikan dengan cepat.
I didn't find anything in her purse or in her pockets.
Namun, polisi itu masih membutuhkan Sandra untuk tetap menyelidiki Becky.
We just never had any trouble with her before, that's all.
Sandra mengatakan bahwa Becky adalah karyawan baik.
Look, Sandra, I'm the police officer. I'm the one who's gotta take the hit.
Yes.
Namun, karena jabatannya di restoran itu, Sandra juga tetap merasa bertanggung jawab atas Becky.
Alright, can you put Becky on for me, please?
Sure.
Polisi itu kembali berbicara dengan Becky.
I'm being straight with you.
Okay, so what that tells me is that you don't realize what kind of trouble you're in here. You need to do what she tells you, okay?
I mean, yeah.
Becky diperintahkan untuk mematuhi apa yang diperintahkan oleh Sandra. Saat polisi itu kembali berbicara dengan Sandra, ia memerintahkan untuk menggeledah tubuh Becky. Becky kembali menerima telepon dan ia diperingatkan tentang kakaknya yang merupakan mantan kriminal.
Hey, do you have any older siblings ever been in trouble with the law?
Do you mean my brother?
Bingo, that's right, your brother. Daddy's still in trouble?
So now what's happening?
Sandra mencoba memanggil karyawan wanita lain untuk membantunya menggeledah Becky.
Come on.
Becky pun terpaksa membuka semua pakaiannya.
I have her, her shirt and her undershirt and her shoes, and there's nothing in them.
Have you checked her underwear yet?
Karena tidak menemukan apa-apa, Sandra kembali diperintahkan untuk menggeledah tubuh Becky.
Okay, I'm...
Take all the clothes along with her purse and cell phone and put them all in a bag, okay?
Setelah itu, Sandra diminta untuk membawa semua pakaian Becky untuk disimpan di bagasi mobilnya.
Why would I put it in my car? I mean, is she supposed to just stay in here?
It's a standard thing.
Sandra tidak sanggup untuk melakukan hal itu, namun polisi mengatakan informasi rahasia bahwa kakak Becky adalah tersangka bandar narkoba.
Her house?
Wait, what about my house?
They're saying your house, your brother might have something?
Ma'am. Sandra, this is confidential information.
Akhirnya, Becky terpaksa menuruti permintaan dari polisi tersebut.
When did you say you were coming back? Well, it's just that I'm needed out front. This is our busiest time.
Well, we're just in the middle of searching the house. Do you have an employee that you trust?
Karena restoran sedang ramai, polisi itu meminta seorang pria untuk menjaga Becky di sana.
What I need you for is to watch Becky hunted.
Sandra memanggil Kevin, dan ia menceritakan semua tentang kasus Becky, termasuk kakaknya yang sedang ditangkap.
Hey, they're saying that you stole from a customer and that your brother is arrested?
Kemudian, Kevin mengangkat telepon dari polisi itu, dan di sini diperlihatkan si penelepon yang sama sekali tidak terlihat seperti polisi.
And, I didn't see anyone complain about a purse being stolen.
Kevin bersikeras bahwa tidak ada kasus kehilangan di restoran mereka.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Pria itu tetap memerintahkan Kevin untuk menggeledah Becky. Kevin mencoba untuk mematuhi pria tersebut.
Wants me to get you to take off the apron and inspect your whole body.
Namun, Kevin tidak sanggup untuk melaksanakan perintah pria itu kepada temannya Becky.
This is procedure.
Yeah, well, it's a fucked procedure.
Okay, you need to watch your mouth, son.
What are you doing?
You can't make me do that shit.
What the hell happened?
He didn't think it was fair.
Akhirnya, Sandra terpaksa kembali menjaga Becky.
Kevin said that you told him about Becky's brother, even though I said it was confidential?
I'm very sorry.
Or we need to find someone reliable.
Kemudian, Sandra diperintahkan untuk mencari seorang pria yang sangat dipercayai oleh Sandra.
Are you married?
No, but I'm gonna be soon.
Well, what's he up to? You think he could...
Come by and help?
Pria itu meminta Van, calon suami Sandra, untuk menggantikannya menjaga Becky.
You remember Van, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna sit with you until they come, okay?
Hello?
You ready to do this? You fill you in on everything we need to do here?
Not really, no. She said I just have to sit here and wait.
Well, she told you Becky stole the money.
Pria itu kembali menjelaskan situasi dari kasus yang dilakukan oleh Becky.
I'm gonna need you to inspect her. Does she still have that apron on?
Polisi itu memerintahkan hal yang sama, yaitu menggeledah Becky.
He says I gotta take the apron from her.
Van akhirnya terpaksa melakukan hal yang diperintahkan oleh pria tersebut.
Turn around and bend over.
Why?
That's just a standard cavity search.
Van kembali diperintahkan untuk memeriksa Becky lebih lanjut.
He says you have to turn around and you have to bend over.
Kali ini, pria itu memerintahkan sesuatu yang sangat keterlaluan.
Wait, I'm gonna need you to have her do jumping jacks to try and shake it out.
He says you gotta do jumping jacks.
Becky terpaksa melakukan jumping jack di hadapan Van.
Can you put her on for me?
He wants to talk to you.
Would you agree with me that you're disobeying? What used to happen when you've been bad? When you were a kid, you get a spanking, right? And you're gonna need a spanker. Can you do that?
Dan yang lebih parahnya lagi, Van dipaksa untuk melecehkan Becky.
So, hi, can I take your order?
Sandra kembali mengecek ruangan itu dan ia melihat keanehan antara Van dan Becky. Situasi di tempat itu langsung memanas. Pikiran Sandra mulai kacau dan ia menjadi sangat sensitif kepada Becky.
Why are you talking to me? Can you see I'm on the phone? Sit down.
Van juga mulai menyadari kesalahannya dan ia pun langsung pulang dengan rasa bersalah.
I did a bad thing.
Kebetulan, Harold sudah kembali ke restoran itu dan Sandra langsung meminta bantuannya.
I have Harold here with me. He normally
Hey,
works
Becky.
during the day. This is Officer Daniels. He'll tell you whatever it is you need to know.
Sandra langsung menyerahkan telepon dari pria itu kepada Harold. Pria itu tetap memerintahkan hal yang sama kepadanya.
But I don't think it's right to see a lady like this in the buff.
Harold langsung menyadari bahwa hal tersebut adalah sebuah kesalahan. Akhirnya, Harold langsung menemui Sandra dan mengatakan kebenarannya.
That man's asking me to do things that ain't right.
What?
He's asking me to take her apron off and look at her.
Kevin yang sudah curiga dari awal, langsung setuju dengan Harold.
And it ain't policeman. See?
Shut up.
Robbie? Hey, it's Sandra. You haven't been talking to Officer Daniels on the other line?
Sandra langsung memastikan hal tersebut kepada pemilik restoran itu.
Don't talk to anybody today. You're the first person I've talked to. Is everything okay?
Akhirnya, Sandra menyadari bahwa mereka semua sedang diprank.
Just kidding, Sandra. It's me. It's Officer Daniels.
Especially that.
Polisi langsung bergerak menyelidiki kasus pelecehan tersebut.
What the hell did they put in the chicken made everyone lose their fucking minds?
First thing you gotta do, find the caller.
Annie bought one of those prepaid
Cell phones, so that's where you're having trouble with that.
But there is good news. We got him on video.
Calling today with an important offer about your bank.
Pada akhirnya, mereka menangkap pria itu yang ternyata bekerja sebagai seorang customer service call. Becky juga mendapat pengacara yang bersedia membelanya.
So, you and Van are no longer together.
Sandra akhirnya putus dari Van dan ia juga dipecat dari restoran tersebut.
I feel that it was terrible what happened to Becky.
Sandra sangat menyesali perbuatannya, namun ia berpikir bahwa ia melakukan sesuatu yang menurutnya benar.
I was doing what I thought was the right thing.
Take a girl's clothes away because someone told you to on the phone.
Someone who said they were the police.
It seems like she's crying and begging on the tape. Can we play that tape? What were you thinking then?
Sandra, you won't answer those kinds of questions.
She can't answer the question for me.
No.
Sandra merasa bersalah, namun ia tetap membela dirinya. Dan film pun selesai. Kisah ini terinspirasi dari kisah nyata